adding new brushes to Photoshop very quickly. Go to the Tools panel and select the Brush tool, or any of the other tools such as Pencil, Mixer Brush, etc. But with the Brush tool selected, you can then go to the Brushes panel as well as Brush Settings. You can find those in Window and Brushes. And what you can then do is you can modify the size, colour, etc. of that brush. But you can also import other brushes. So you've got these brushes by default. What you can do, just go over here to the right side menu, click here, and then go down to Import Brushes. So select Import Brushes, click that, and then you'll get this. You've got loads of different files and they're ABR format. That's the key thing, ABR format. Now this spiral set is available on the Graphicxtras website. It's a free download. You can download it for free and use it all kinds of ways, royalty free. It's all by me. So select that and then click open. Once you've done that, you can see then you get this category here. Well, you can change it. You can go here and select it, go up here, and then you can go here, rename a group. You might want to call it something other than that. Maybe just call it spirals or something. And then click OK. With that, you can then expand it and you can see all the spirals. By default, weirdly, Photoshop imports old ABR files with settings at 25. Not certain why. These files are quite old, so this is one of the reasons it sets it to 25. If anyone's got an explanation for that, please put in the comments below. But you can select any of these files and you can resize it. It's not really set at 25. You can just set it to, they're about 1,000 by 1,000. So you can push it up to, say, 264 and then apply. So let's just apply. And you can see now apply. That's your spiral brush. And it's a great way of adding a very quick spiral, simply just by clicking. That's it. You've got a spiral design straight away. Now, these designs were originally created in things like Illustrator and then obviously imported into Photoshop. But with this, you can modify the colour. So double click there, change it to say blue and just click again or just apply like this. Now, you'll notice I've got the cursor because there's one thing that's slightly odd in Photoshop. If you go over here and you've got settings, or obviously go to a different location on the PC, go to settings and you can go to cursors. Full and normal always seem to oversize the brush compared with the actual design of the brush. Not certain why, but however, I always go, to get around that, I go to precise. So set it to precise. Otherwise, you end up with a really large brush. So precise and click OK. Continuing with this, you can resize it, you can do various things, but the brush settings is probably the best place to create all kinds of unique designs for your brush. So the first thing, go to brush tip. You can see you can change the spacing, so you can have it really crunched in. Then you obviously get more effect like that, which is fine. But also you can put the space in there, maybe make it 100%, and then you'll see them equally spaced. So as you apply it across like that, you can see most of the time it's fairly evenly spaced. They're not overlapping. But also what you can do, you've got shape dynamics, so you can modify the size jitter, which is obviously best when you've got an art pad and pen, but you can use it with the mouse as well. There's also a number of controls, fade, etc., stylus wheel. But also you can change the angle jitter, so you can see you can make it rotate, and also roundness, so you can create a variety of different designs that way. But also another option is scattering. So scattering, and you can go here, and you can see then they scatter that way. Also, you can go this, but you can also go for both axes. Personally, I wish there was an option for scatter horizontal, scatter vertical. I'm not certain why they just didn't do that. Certainly many applications that I use have that feature split in that way. And also you can set various counts to increase it. But also you've got texture. So you can go here and you can set anything to be obviously like an image or maybe a gradient or a grain design to add some additional texture. Dual brushes, a great one to create a variety of sort of different variations from the same brush set. So you've got here, you can go and select a different brush, so one of these, and you can see then as you do that, you can also change the size in as well as spacing and scatter, and that creates a variety of different designs. And you can see you can get some nice breaks in your design using that dual brush feature. Another one, color dynamics. So select that. By default, the apply per tip is turned off. So when you apply your brush, so you apply it like that, you can see you've got that color. Then you apply it again, you get that color, and apply it again. That's depending on if you set the hue jitter. Now you don't have to have it so great. You could set it at 10%, 5% to create subtle variations in the blue. So with this, apply it per tip is the next one. So click there, and then as you apply it, you can see now instead it's applied blue screens, blue, all with the same brush stroke. That's what it means. So depending on what you want, you can turn that off or not. There's a number of other options such as noise, which I generally never use, but you can see you can add that. But unfortunately, there's no real variation in that. You can't add more or subtle less. So sadly, it's not a panel that you can use. Likewise, wet edges, you can apply that. Most times I find that a distraction, but obviously depending on what you want to do. And also you've got other options such as build up, etc. So all kinds of different designs can be created. And of course, at any point, you can always go and select another brush. But a real good thing, once you've set up your brush, you might want to save it. So you've got this great brush design. You can go up here and you can say new brush preset. I don't want what I got when I imported. I can go here and I can say new brush preset. So select that and I can call it Spiral Brush 1. And you can also capture brush size, all those sort of things. Maybe you want to do that. So have that set as well. So it captures the brush size. So it's 264 and click OK. And then you got your brush added. There it is. There it is added there. Now you can always move them around. You can always drag and drop. So if you want to, you can reposition it maybe up here instead in your sort of more general use brushes. If you've got your favourites, I always like to put them up at the top so I can quickly access them instead of looking through all these various groups. So at any point you can always select another brush and there's another brush there, but you can always then go back, select that, and straight away you've got your brush there which you can apply and apply again.